call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino. Shower in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to On the Dot. My name is Dorothy Tom, and you can call me Miss Dot. I really love our intro, Mia. Ang saya. No? Ang saya ng intro. Parang, I want to eat. I want to dance with that kind of intro. So, welcome. We are streaming from Viva Las Vegas. Yeah. And my partner here is Mia. Mia.
Hi everyone, my name is Mia Martin Casino. Welcome to Student Canteen. Diba pa? Lunchtime yun dati.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I was a young.
I know, you watch that all the time during lunchtime.
Yeah. All right. So, first of all, before we go into our guest, we just want to congratulate the participants, winner and loser sa recent na boxing ni Manny Pacquiao. Diba? Oh, mabuhay si Pilipinas. And malaking revenue yun for Las Vegas. Sa tourists. On that day, Mia, grabe ang tao sa strip. Like, I don't know, you could hardly walk. Yeah. Where were you when it happened?
Oh, I was on the strip also, but I was watching Lady Gaga.
Oh, wow. Si Lady Gaga and si Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it fun? Of course it was fun.
Yes, she's a total artist. She can sing, she can dance, she plays musical instruments, and she's a performer. I was impressed.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Ang galing. Okay, secondly, a good topic to talk about, the thing that's going on around the web, Filipino resiliency. People are saying it should not be so. I mean, that's enough of it. But anyway, that's not our topic for today.
Yes, but stay safe, everyone.
Yes.
Family, relatives, everybody. Stay
Yes.
safe.
Okay. And so, Mia, please introduce our guest.
Yes, I'm so impressed when I read our guest's life journey. Her life journey is a wonderful kaleidoscope of different colors, which started back in the late 60s and early 70s as a student activist in the University of the Philippines during the martial law.
Wow.
Yeah, and then during the mid 70s, she transitioned into the advertising world as a radio and television producer for J. Walter Thompson Advertising Agency, producing TV and radio commercials. We'll talk about that later. I'm so excited about that. And then coming to America in the mid-80s, she worked for Nabisco and Kraft Foods and earned an award, the Above and Beyond, the Call of Duty, ABCD. How cute the award na ABCD. And moved to Post Foods Company, where she organized the Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work program for 3 years. And then in the mid-2000s, she got involved with the University of the Philippines Medical Alumni Society in America, UPMASA. And then in 2023, she was elected board of the UP Alumni Association in America, UPAAA, recruited her as a board of director, as assistant secretary and chair of the Grand Reunion Convention, and where she is passionately committed to its mission of providing scholarships to struggling poor students to rise above their poverty and become the change markers for better and humane world, which we will be talking about today. Our guest, our Grand Reunion and Convention Chair, Miss Pearl Ontalan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I am so thrilled and very grateful, especially to Johan, Dot, and Mia for this opportunity. It's really a very golden opportunity for our organization, of which Dot is also our board of director as an RVP, the University of the Philippines Alumni Association in America.
Yay.
Yes. So Miss Pearl, sana ang title namin is Pearl's Golden Moments. Your golden moments with UP AAA. So
Yes.
pero paunahan natin sa yung kanina sinabi ni Kuya Yo off air that you're interested in Mia. Ano nga ba yun? The advertising agency?
Yes, the ad agency. She worked with big names like Hilda Coronel for the Lux Beauty Soap, Nida Blanca for the Breeze Detergent Soap, Gloria Romero and Elizabeth Ramsey for Super Wheel Soap. And then she discovered the talented Gabby Concepcion and William Martinez for the close-up commercial in toothpaste. And then introduced Sharon Cuneta. Diba? Grabe, no? Big names. I could still remember all those commercials.
You
Oh,
can?
yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We used to play this commercial game. Now with unhan kami sa commercial, naming the commercial. So
no,
yeah.
that is the main purpose of advertising para our audience will remember.
Ay,
Yeah.
success.
Mhm.
So that means very successful ang ventures mo, Miss Pearl. So ngayon, you're bringing your success. Magkakilala pala kayo ni Kuya Yo. I mean, he knows you.
Yeah,
Johan Saison.
I mean decades ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, nandito kayo ngayon. You're connected.
Yes. Isn't it wonderful that, wherever we go, there is like a common thread between all of us. It's a small world after all.
Yeah. Yes, it is. So, Miss Pearl, PHLV is also part of the Grand Reunion and Convention in a way that we are promoting whatever is there to promote sa PHLV app and everywhere else. And so, what's your ano kaya? That's a great question for that. Yung hindi ko pa natanong na question. You are the GRC chair. How does it feel to be sitting on the chair? Oh, that's a question.
First of all, let's define GRC because I know that there are a lot of people who don't know what those acronyms stand for. So it's the Grand Reunion and Convention of the University of the Philippines Alumni Association in America. And we hold this convention every 2 years. And this is now the 23rd time that the Alumni Association in America is holding this convention. And it will be held in Houston, Texas, October 17 and 18 at the Westin Galleria Hotel. And I'm very blessed and fortunate to have Dorothy Tong as my vice chair for this grand reunion. She and myself, we are kind of like coordinating, collaborating, calling each other, soliciting for sponsors and inviting alumni and friends. And of course, Mia is part of it too, because Mia is the president of the UPAA in Nevada. And thank you very much, Mia, for the sponsorship that you were able to raise for this grand convention, being one of our bronze sponsor. Ang galing ng mga taga Las Vegas, Nevada. They gathered in 2 hours and they already got a bronze sponsorship for the grand convention. So congratulations to you, Mia, and your team. Thank you so much for that big donation for our convention.
It's our pleasure, Miss Pearl. And also, big thanks also to our president of UP Alumni Association in America, Dr. Winston Amali. Without him, of course, yeah, we hosted a special lunch for him and he gave us a pep talk. So, yeah, he was able to convince in a split second.
Dr. Umali is all over. He's like a superhuman being. He goes from one state, from East Coast, West Coast, Central Coast, So we really appreciate all the efforts that were done.
It's teamwork. It's teamwork towards the goal for the scholars in the University of the Philippines too. It's for a good cause.
Tama, tama. And we will be having some first hand. Hindi naman first hand kasi video siya. We're going to listen to what two of our scholars are going to say towards the end of the show or somewhere in between. But before we move further, Miss Pearl has chosen the Everyday Miracles card deck for her inspirational message today. So Miss Pearl, what number would you like? Which card would you like to pick? What number? Give me a number and I will send it to
10. 10.
A 10. Okay. And we don't know what the 10 looks like. And so I will pick that card and we will continue our conversation. Okay. And when it's the perfect time for us to talk about the card, it will pop up. All righty. So sige. So Miss Pearl, we have chosen Houston to be our venue for this year's 23rd GRC. Last week, our guest was Christine.
Yes.
And I know you were there and you said hi to her as well. And you piped in sa conversation. And so what is different about this GRC now compared to, the previous GRCs that you have attended? You have attended the previous GRC, right?
Yeah, I have attended the previous year that was done here in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Okay. And this is what our grand reunion for this year is in Houston, Texas. And what is different is because it is co-hosted by an awardee association, alumni association. The UP AAA awarded Houston chapter as the Outstanding Alumni Association in 2023. So right now, preparations are all in order, gearing towards this grand reunion and convention. And we have a lot of excitement because we are thrilled to have our president of the university, President Angelo Jimenez. As you know, he came in as president 2 years ago. And then he will also be accompanied by president of the UP Alumni Association in Diliman, Robert Aranton. Both of them coming from the Philippines to really communicate with us the urgency for helping our kababayans. Our university alumni association is heavily invested in helping struggling poor Filipino students. We have a lot of talented students who are right now needing scholarship stipend, and that is what we are trying to impress upon our alumni who have achieved all their excellence here in America. Pay it forward, like
Straightforward, yes.
forward.
Yeah. I was looking up last night kung ano yung population ng UP. Okay.
Yes.
The UP system, and this is so, looking for, I was looking for why are we doing this? Like the reason behind why we're doing this, why On the Dot is on air, why me and I are continuing with On the Dot, why we are supporting the Grand Reunion and the UP AAA and all the alumni activities, no? All over the world na pwedeng masupport, we will support. As of 2023, there were 64,144 students enrolled sa entire UP system. And we have 8 universities sa UP all over the Philippines. And we have 17 campuses. Mia, 17 ang campuses natin. Hindi lang pala 8. Yung 8 are constituent universities. That's the technical term for them. And 5 more campuses, or 5 more coming up in the future. And our university has 10 flagship programs. Isa na dito ang mga AI, mga ganon, mga linkages with partnerships with different entities for the development, not just of the university, but of the country, Miss Pearl.
Yes.
Of the nation. And
Yes.
imagine, say, let's say, isang percentage lang siguro ng ating mga graduates would go abroad, no? Well, we give back to the Philippines, to the country. But when we go abroad and when we share our expertise, our knowledge, our skills with the world, we are giving back to the country. So, would you have any knowledge right now, top of your head, Miss Pearl, kung ilan ang mga scholars natin that we are supporting? Yung UP AAA lang, I don't know for sure. No, I was with the scholarship committee a year ago, but I couldn't really remember how many. I'm sure there are a lot.
The number is increasing, and we have probably more than 10 stipends right now that we are working on, and the request is still increasing because of the hardships that they are experiencing. And right now, our association has a permanent endowment fund, and that is where I would like really to educate and inform our audience that this permanent endowment fund is a stable kind of funding that when you donate your money, the corpus stays intact in the investment, while the profit or the interests is the one being dispersed to the constituent colleges.
Mhm.
And we have the nursing association, College of Nursing. They have established their permanent endowment fund, and right now we are in the process of facilitating and expediting a lot of scholarship stipends
Mhm.
in the College of Nursing.
Very good. Mia, meron din tayong, di ba, beneficiaries ng ating scholarships and mga contributions natin, di ba?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Miss Pearl, I have a question for the GRC. When we say scholars, is there a particular campus that the scholars that we're supporting?
it's widespread. It's all over. Yeah, it's really diverse. It's not just one particular college.
Oh, that's
We
good.
also have the College of Engineering
Mm.
and the Chemistry College also. So they really are, it is spread out. It is not just channeled through one particular college. So we deal with the University of the Philippines Foundation, and they are the ones who will come to us and ask us, there is a particular need for the College of Engineering or the College of Law or the College of Allied Medical Professions, that's the camp, which encompasses physical therapy and occupational therapy. Mhm.
Wow, that's good to know now.
Yes. It's really, that's a word, it's widespread.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
At saka ang impact, so I don't know how we can measure the impact of what we are doing as alumni.
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody's doing a study on that, but I'm sure that based on the number of scholars who are stepping forward and saying thank you for that, then we are totally making an effect, a good effect. Yeah.
And it's good that
Of what we
Pearl,
are doing, scholars who are stepping forward. Sorry.
it's good that Miss Pearl, expounded on that, because when we say, when we're trying to promote the grand reunion and convention, giving back to the scholars, it's very general. I'm sure people are asking where the money's gonna go, diba? It's good that you expounded on that, Miss Pearl.
Well,
And
the grand reunion is
Mhm.
also a mixture of celebration.
Mhm.
So we're also celebrating our awardees, our high achievers, because right now we have 15 awardees that we have already given the award, and they will all be coming to the grand convention, because these are engineers and musicians, mathematicians who have made an impact in the field that they are in, and they're already high achievers. They contributed already to the global environment at large, and it's not just the Philippines. I mean, they were graduates, alumni of the University of the Philippines. Like, I would like to just put an example here. Dr. June Valdez. I mean,
you can feel free to call out their names, Miss Pearl. Why not? I mean, if it's okay.
yes, he has been he is awarded Biomedical Science Award. So he has already excelled in that field of biomedical science. And then also with Dr. Ronnie Matakel. He is a PhD in educational leadership and advocacy in mathematics. Oh, I will say, okay, that is so high up for me because I'm not a math.
Me too, me too.
And then I will also mention my friends, Dr. Henry Echeverry, who is a neurologist in Chicago. He is a medical doctor, and he is awarded Alumni Service Award because he gives a lot. And he is the past president of the UP Medical Alumni Society in America.
We met him last week.
Met
Last
him,
time,
yeah.
yes, we met
Yes, you
him.
met
Yes.
him. Isn't he the
He's so
funniest?
fun.
He is just so down to earth, and he's like a comedian.
Yeah, he's fun. Uh-huh. Sino pa? Sino pa?
Sino pa? I have also Dr. Anita Hongko. She was my primary care physician, but she already retired. And this lady is like a tireless advocate for HIV in the Philippines, because there is a rise in HIV epidemic in the Philippines. It is kind of like not really well publicized, pero kawawa ang ating mga kababayan. There are a lot of them that suffer from this disease.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are a few of the highlights that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Commercial si Miss Pearl talaga.
Ano pwede, no? Parang,
Pang J. Walter Thompson talaga si Miss Pearl.
okay.
I was so blessed when I worked for J. Walter
Yeah.
Thompson, and my mentor there, I want to shout out to her, is Miss Yoli Villanueva Ong. She is also an alumni of the University of the Philippines Institute of Mass Communication. So we are both from the it's now College of Mass Communication. And I am really so fortunate to have been working for J. Walter Thompson.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Si Christine is watching. Christine, last
Hi,
last week.
Christine.
Yes. She says, "Hi, Tita Pearl. Excited to host GRC with UPAAA and looking forward to a great event." And she also said that Benigno Valdez, awardee of Biomedical Science, is he must be UPAA Houston. And Christine says, "We are UPAAH proud." And with love, Astrid says, "Hi, everyone." And so with that, we...
Oh, wait, Dot, nagpapa-shoutout yung partner ko sa Buhay Bahayan.
Oh, sige.
I-shoutout ko daw siya. He's out in the country. Si Francis Navarro, ayan, na-shoutout na kita.
Okay, Francis. Hope you heard the shout.
Salubong naman dyan.
Oh, sige. So we're gonna take a very short break because nasa 30 minutes na tayo. Please stay with us.
See you later.
Just like a friend from back home. This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio. On the Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino.
Maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Angelo Jimenez, the 22nd President of the University of the Philippines. To our beloved UP alumni here in America, especially the members of the UP Alumni Association in America, Incorporated, and to our gracious co-host, the UPAA Houston chapter, congratulations on your 23rd Biennial Grand Reunion and Convention. This October, the Westin Galleria Hotel in Houston will be the venue for another unforgettable reunion of Scholar ng Bayan from different generations, different backgrounds, and different fields and professions. A homecoming of the heart and a celebration of the UP spirit that binds us together, wherever we may be in the world. To our newer and younger alumni in America, my warmest welcome to the UP community, a family unlike any other, a family that lives and breathes honor, excellence, and service, the very theme of this year's gathering. I invite you all of you, to come join us this October 17 and 18. Let's celebrate our shared journey and experiences as students and alumni of our beloved UP. Let's honor the friendships that shape us, the mentors who taught and challenged us, and the principles that continue to guide us. Let's strengthen our commitment to UP and to the next generation of scholars. Your support to the UPAA's scholarship program continues to open doors for our students back home. You are not just helping them earn a degree, you are helping build a better, more compassionate, and more resilient Philippines. Daghang salamat. I will endeavor to be able to personally be with you to share exciting updates on the progress we've made on our 10 flagship programs under our Strategic Plan 2023 to 2029. From digital transformation to public service innovations to global partnerships and inclusive academic excellence, we are working hard to ensure that UP rises to the challenges of our time while staying true to its mission of serving the Filipino people. So come to Houston this October. Reconnect, be inspired, and make your presence felt. Let us continue building this legacy together. We are UP. Malayong lupain, amin mang marating, di rin magbabago ang damdamin. Ang puso natin ay nasa bayan pa rin. Magkita-kita po tayo sa October. Mabuhay ang Universidad ng Pilipinas.
It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Very inspiring ang speech ni Mr. President. I love it.
I know.
Yeah.
What struck me with his speech was the ripple effect. What he was saying, that your help with a scholar creates a more compassionate and more resilient Philippines. Diba? When you help somebody, you touch someone's life, and then they give it back to other people. No? Galing. Yeah, galing talaga.
Nakakatindig balahibo, Mia.
Mm-mm.
And for you to catch that, that's I love that. Yeah.
Very nice.
Oo.
I always get something from President Jimenez's speech talaga.
Yeah. Yeah, silang dalawa, no? Silang dalawa ni President Aranton. And we're excited to meet them again, Mia.
Yes.
Like last time. Picture naman
Excited
tayo.
to hear his speech
Yeah.
again.
Yes, yes.
Again.
Yes. Miss Pearl, would you like to talk a little bit about the 2 ISAG scholars that we have?
Sure.
And define what that means.
Yes, ISAG stands for International Student Assistance Grant. And this is a special scholarship grant that the University of the Philippines Alumni Association in America bestows to a lot of students wanting to pursue postgraduate studies outside of the Philippines, like in America or in North America. So right now, I believe we have 5 or 6 recipients who are doing excellent in their fields, in their chosen fields. And you will hear two of our young scholars. They're very young, they're only in their 30s, but they have already kind of like dreamed half of their life already, because their achievements in their field are so amazing and wonderful if you hear about it, especially because they started from very poor families. That is where it will tug your heart. You know, hindi mo akalain that this young person who really started very young and already was like dreaming, yung bang parang ginugunita na nila yung kanilang kinabukasan. You know, and when they heard about the ISAG program of UP AAA, they immediately were so amazed that this organization could help them fulfill those dreams. So these are two exceptional ISAG scholars who are right now here in the University of California. One is in Irvine, one is in San Diego. And then we have others also who finished their PhD in music arts in Notre Dame, and the other one also here in New York, but they're all traveling. They now have kind of this purposeful life, you know, giving back to the world. So
Pakinggan natin, no?
yeah, I would
Yeah.
like to introduce them to you.
Yes,
so that
yes.
you can know them personally also.
Okay, sige, sige. Let's have their videos if we are ready, Kuya Yo. Their names are Duno Dantes and Mac Kevin. Right, see? Right, see? Okay, so let's wait for that.
Hi, my name is Mac Kevin Braza. I'm one of the International Students Assistance Grantee of the UP Alumni Association in America. Coming from a poor family from Tayabas, Quezon Province in the Philippines, life was hard and opportunities are scarce. My mom, who is a fish vendor, and my dad, who works in Weteng, work so hard to provide us a living, but they're never enough. I'm grateful to the full scholarship I got from the University of the Philippines to finish my college. Years after, I got the opportunity to continue my education at UCSD to earn my doctoral degree in biochemistry and molecular biophysics. UPAAA has been instrumental in connecting me with so many benefactors that generously helped me thrive. I consider it as a miracle to be helped by so many kind-hearted fellow scholars ng bayan. Maraming salamat po.
Hello, ako po si Duno Dantes. I'm presently a PhD candidate in chemical biology at the University of California, Irvine.
Baliktads.
And I'm here to tell you a little bit about my story. I grew up in a middle-class, working-class family, and none of the people in my family have advanced degrees. I'm first-generation PhD student and also scientist. The word scientist itself I hold so much weight to, just because that is something that I never really, in my wildest dreams, I never thought that I was going to be, just because, well, one, for the lack of resources that we had as a family, but also number two, with the lack of role models. I didn't know that that was a life that was possible for someone like myself, who's queer, who's Filipino, and who's also middle class. And so it came as a surprise back in 2022 when I kind of had the moonshot Suntok sa Dilim application season, where I was able to garner admissions from several universities at the United States, but also in Europe. But I eventually transitioned to the United States. But that was like one part of the issue, right? That although it was all good and well, one of the things that kind of had me as in a bottleneck is the financial constraints. It's not easy to transition into the United States financially, but also culturally. And so it was such a kind of, the stars aligned for me for many reasons, but one of the things that helped me a lot was the grant that the UP Alumni Association in America has furnished, and the ISAG International Student Assistance Grant was instrumental for my transition into the United States, and to this day I'm still very grateful to the things that the community does for its scholars. I kind of had that sort of core belief since then that Filipino talent is everywhere. The problem usually is the barrier to success, which is usually resources, especially for fields like science, which is resource intensive. And so people like organizations like the UPAAA and help facilitate the scholarships of Filipinos and help putting us on the map as well. And so I just would like to take this opportunity to thank the UP AAA and express my gratitude. Without you guys, I would not literally be here in the position that I am now, and I've come so far. And so I'm proud to say that your contributions has resulted into now a kind of not established yet, but in a way I'm in a position where I can go to further heights. Totoo yung kasabihan sa UP naming mahal na saan mang lupain, saan mang lupain naming marating, hindi na magbabago ang damdamin. And so, in that light, I think UPAA, AAA has kind of put that in their mission. And so, more power to the UP AAA, and see you at the GRC.
Alrighty. Wow.
Grabe, minsan
Alright.
nakaka-teary-eyed sa kanda that.
Yeah, hindi ba, very inspirational ang kanilang stories. I've talked to the two of them continuously. And si Kevin Macbrasa, taga Chaong, Quezon Province. And his father died when he was only 7 or 10 years old, So it was really just his mother who was the main bread earner. And yun na nga, natutulog daw sa palengke. Yeah. But
Wow.
because he is so talented and he really has that ambition, that drive to really excel in his studies. He was a valedictorian, and then he moved on to UPLB, Los Baños, and then from UP Los Baños, UP Diliman, and then now here in University of California in San Diego. And sasama nga sana siya, he was going to attend our GRC initially. However, last March, he got another scholarship from Switzerland. So now he is on to bigger and really amazing journey in his life.
Ay, wow.
Ako, Dot, you'll
What
be
struck you,
amazed.
Mia?
You'll be amazed at my quote.
Naiiyak na si Mia.
Mia, what struck you, Mia?
Kasi it's the quote. The quote.
The quote that we're gonna have. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I look forward to that. Wow. Yes, it's it's very heartwarming to be able to meet and support first and meet these young people.
Wala akong tissue.
Kuha ka ng tissue, Mia. Grabe.
Do know also that is coming to our grand reunion in October. So he and I are in constant communication, text, kasi as a PhD student, he is also inundated with a lot of research and work that he's doing, and it's very amazing. Ang work naman ni Duno, well, his full name is Juan Salvador Dantes. Okay. And he is now researching on the chemistry
Alzheimer's
of Alzheimer's disease
and dementia. Mhm.
and dementia. So it is really trailblazing right now.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's very impressive when you meet this young alumni from
Yeah.
the university.
Yeah. Mia. I was just struck that while these people were in their 20s, 30s, very clear na sa kanila kung what are they, what their path is going to look like. Sa akin, my goodness, when I was 30, what was I doing? What were you doing, Mia, when you were 30?
30, I was getting married at 30.
Oh, okay.
But I was in the height of my career then. I was
Yeah.
in the height of my career, but then I was going to the States and I was ready to give it up for family.
Giving up your career for family. When I was 30, I think I was breastfeeding our third daughter, whose anniversary was
Pabaliktad
yesterday,
tayo.
wedding anniversary. So, okay lang yun. I mean, that's my, probably, I did not envision that. Pero Miss Pearl, ito yung quote, ito yung card that you picked from, that you
Okay.
chose from Everyday Miracles, and then we're gonna put that on the screen in a little bit. And there you go. Can you read it?
Right now, I can't see it. Can you
says-
read it for me?
It says, "I place the future in the hands of God."
How true!
I place the future in the hands of God. How true is that?
It is so phenomenal and amazing, because every morning when I open my Bible, and it always refreshes me that God is never sleeping. He does not sleep at all, because he cares for each one of us. And I
Yeah.
do believe that he is there in every step of the way.
Ito pa yung reverse ng card mo. I don't know if you can see that. Are you using a cell phone or your
No,
computer?
I'm using my, but it doesn't show me.
Okay.
Okay. A healed mind does not plan. It carries out the plans that it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. Very true, also.
Wisdom from God, right?
Right.
Oh.
Yes. The
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
Spirit
Yeah.
that is invested in us. It was already guaranteed on the cross when our Savior delivered us from condemnation. He said, "I am depositing to each one of you the Holy Spirit." So that is the one that is like in the back of our minds, the conscience, and that soft voice that whispers to us in a very gentle and loving, tender voice.
Yes. So there you go. That's your everyday miracles. I like
Thank
these
you,
cards
Doc.
kasi
I appreciate
everyday.
those cards.
Yes, I
Thank
do too.
you. Mhm.
Maganda sila kasi they make miracles our everyday thing. Hindi siya pang special lang, kundi like every day look for the miracles because they are there every day. And tingnan natin kung mag-tie in siya sa kay Mia na quote. Mia, would you like to give your quote now and we can talk
Yeah.
about it?
Kasi she not sent that video, but I didn't open it. So it was the first time for me to see those videos. So when it was playing, I didn't I saw the connection of the quote. So I picked the quote, not even seeing the videos. So the quote is from Mark Nepo. The flower doesn't dream of the bee. It blooms and the bee comes.
Wow.
How
Yeah.
poetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diba? So all the scholars, they just bloom because of their knowledge, their talent, and all the opportunities come to them. Huh? Yeah.
Grabe,
It's a
Mia.
miracle in itself, right? Sometimes when I gaze at nature and I see all that is around, how the flower, like you said, will just bloom,
Mm.
I always like, I am in awe,
Yeah.
of my God,
Mm.
because He's the creator of everything that we see here.
Yes.
Yeah. Tsaka naka-flowers si Miss Pearl.
Oo nga.
Look at all the flowers around
I
her.
love flowers.
Mm. Grabe.
Diba?
Kaya
Sabi ni...
teary-eyed ako kanina.
Oo.
Doesn't it align with what you're saying, Mia?
Yeah.
Everything here is just in alignment. I am so in awe.
Yes. Perfect. Sabi ni Leonida Ontalan, is she related to you? Is she your
Oh,
sister?
Nida, she's my sister. Look,
She
hello,
says,
Nida.
amen,
She
amen.
is
And
watching
Astrid,
from Milpitas, California. Wow, love you, Nida.
and Astrid says, congratulations both to, she's referring to Duno and Mac, our flowers. The
Yeah.
flower doesn't bloom because of the bees. They just bloom because of the colors. They don't look at the possible obstacles or the effect, because the bees could be the effect of such beauty. The bees propagate the pollens, right? So the flowers just bloom for who they are. And ang ganda ng quote, Mia.
Yeah.
Ang ganda ng quote.
You know, when we moved here to America and experiencing the four seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, you really kind of appreciate all of that blooms. And then, in the winter, it's just dead. You see only white snow. But when the spring comes, that is where you see God's kind of like miracle rebirth. That's why Easter is also in springtime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
The thing is, I was looking for a quote about trusting the journey with God. Yun ang hinahanap ko na quote because of what I was reading with Miss Pearl. Yun ang hinahanap ko. It just so happened that the B quote appeared. Sabi ko, that's so beautiful. Yun ang pinili ko. But Miss Pearl was talking about trust your card.
Yes.
Was about trusting the plan, di ba?
Mhm.
Diba?
Mhm.
They're connected pa rin siya. Grabe.
Everything is connected. I place the future in the hands of God. And that's what the bees are saying, or the flowers are saying, or our scholars are saying, and our alumni are saying, we place the future in the hands of God. We don't know exactly what will happen a few minutes from now, but we do what we can. We show up as who we are, and that's it,
So scholars keep blooming.
Yes, they do. They absolutely do. And they propel.
Yeah.
Really, they make our country, the Philippines, proud. And I am proud to say that I am a Filipino at heart.
Yes, we are Filipinos. And meron akong flag at the back.
I
See that?
know,
Yeah.
That flag.
Tayo yung mga Pinoy. So,
We are East Coast.
what's that again?
We are East Coast too.
Correct.
Yes.
Iskolar tayo.
Yes,
Yes.
scholar ng bayan. Mhm.
People wonder why that word. How are we iskolar ng bayan? Would you like to explain that a little bit, Miss Pearl, before we close the show?
Yes, we are scholars ng bayan because the University of the Philippines not to be modesty aside, is the premier college or university in the Philippines, and to be admitted itself in the University of the Philippines, your tuition fee is subsidized by the government. In other words, it's the Filipino tax that pays for your education. And it is the highest standard of education that they could give the Filipino, that they could really offer to the Filipino students. And these admission to the University of the Philippines is administered widely, even in the barrios, where there is, the universities are so remote. I will tell you that when I was with UPMASA, the Medical Alumni Society in America, they have this midwifery education in Tacloban, where these poor Filipino students could not afford a college of medical college education. But because the University of the Philippines offered them certification that would, in essence, allow them to practice medicine in their hometown, wow, that was empowering. Can you believe a Filipino farmer in the remote areas na midwife lang sila but now can practice medicine?
Bravo.
Right. Just like Duno, di ba? Her mom's a fish vendor and then the dad's
That's not Kevin, a fish vendor.
Kevin, yeah. Di ba? Fish vendor and wedding.
Yes. Mhm.
Grabe, no?
Yeah. So yun ang tinutulungan ng Universidad ng Pilipinas because it is subsidized by the government.
Right.
That's why the tuition fee is really kind of like affordable pero kulang pa rin. Kulang pa rin ng housing, yung books, yung computers. Ang hirap nun eh.
Pagkain, yes.
And food and we help in the UPAAA. We also supported the athletes. Kaya nga nanalo ang Vanguard. Remember 2 years ago, Vanguard were champions because we supported the athletes with their food, clothing, and medical assistance.
Okay. Diba? So it's this is where your taxes go, people. Kami, we are where your taxes go. And with that, we would like to invite Miss Pearl for your final words because we're closing a show and we will be back next week. Yes, please go ahead and say your final words to our audience.
Yes. You come, y'all.
Nagulat ako din.
To Houston, Texas. And we will celebrate and we will really reminisce on our UP days. Yung mga graduates sa UP Diliman, I remember very vividly ikot jeep. Noon, it was only 10 centavos. Pero ngayon, I think it's already more than 20 pesos na. But really, I invite y'all to come to Houston, Texas, October 17 and 18. And you will really be part of the camaraderie, the fellowship, and not only that, networking, makikilala ninyo lahat ng mga high achievers.
Yes. Woot, woot.
Miss Pearl, ang plate ko, ikot.
Plate number ni Mia is ikot.
Ikot.
Yeah, okay. Maraming salamat sa pagsakay sa ikot at kapunta kayo sa On the Dot. Ikot-ikot tayo, mga kapuso. Ay, hindi kapuso, ka-PHLV. Yes.
I just want to really thank Johan for this opportunity, and also Dot. Without you, I am really so fortunate and blessed to have you in my team.
Thank you all.
Of course, Mia. Thank you.
Mia, my partner.
Thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you so much, Miss Pearl, for your joyful appearance at On the Dot.
Ganun pala sabihin niya,
Yaw.
Yan pala yun.
Mia, magbabay ka na, Mia.
Thank you, y'all.
Thank you. Bye,
Y'all join us on October 17 and 18th, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, bye everyone. See you next week.
Thank you, Miss Pearl. See you in October.
See you.
Thank you, Miss Pearl.
Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino.